Hi. The following part of the video contains random clips from my playthrough in no particular order. Feel free to skip these. Should you choose to view these clips, I have some words of warning. Foul language is present, and please lower your volume. Enjoy. Let's just... I ate it! I ate it! Fuck! Here we have more fragments. Please be a sea moth. What the fuck is that? Oh! No! Oh, I dodged it! Oh! Set him free. But no! He's leaving me now! This is probably their face, right? So this should be their ass. Oh! So this is the face. People have been calling this like IKEA gone bad. They have been, describing this as Swedish architecture. I describe this as a masterpiece. I'm not here. Oh no! Indeed. What the hell is happening? Hello everyone, me again, Madsivit here. So I just finished my first ever playthrough of Subnautica. And this game was quite a surprise. When I went into this game, I essentially expected Minecraft but in water. You gather supplies, you build your base, and that's it. Like, sure, those elements are still there, but there's more. And that extra made me really enjoy this game to an extent that I did not expect at all. And I feel that this game really deserves a video of its own. Similarly to my latest video, this will also be an audio experience from this point onwards. So feel free to minimize the window and do whatever whilst I'm talking to your ear. So let me walk you through my first few moments of the game. So you're on this spaceship, right? And then you crash on an alien planet. You come to, you find yourself in a life pod, and immediately you realize you have to fix your vitals, you have to repair your lifeboat, and, gather the resources that you'll need. This is basically what I expected. But there's one thing that stood out in this, initial picture, and that was the hull of the spaceship I was on. You're right, just sitting there in the ocean, just next to me, just inviting me to explore it. So that's kind of strange. That is not what I expected, a spaceship being there and all that. But as I played the game, I also got these radio transmissions, and these radio transmissions gave me beacons, locations to explore in the ocean. And as I explored these locations, the true purpose of this game dawned on me, and I became so excited and I became so invested. In my opinion, Subnautica is first and foremost an exploration game. These locations that you get through radio transmissions bring with them story, basically. You get hints about what has happened on the planet before you arrived, and you start to get clues about how you're supposed to escape at some point. Your mission, dawns on you a couple of minutes into the game. You're not supposed to live here and build a base. You're supposed to escape. The fact that I had a goal in a game that I expected to be a sandbox fundamentally changed Subnautica for me. In my case, for the better. I really like it when I have something to reach for, something to achieve, basically. I know that people can enjoy sandbox games for what they are, and I do that myself sometimes, but this, I feel, added, that little extra that made me enjoy this game so much more. So, with that little initial rant out of the way, I feel like we can structure the video as I did with my last one. So I'm just gonna go through some pros and cons that I feel are related to Subnautica. So given what I've said so far, I feel that the first pro should be fairly obvious. Exploration. So not only is Subnautica an exploration game, it does exploration very, very well, and it does this for several reasons. First of all, we are on an alien planet, right? So we don't really have any preconceived notions of what we're gonna find when we, find these locations that are being given to us. And as such, we create some sort of excitement, some sort of tension, some sort of mystery, I guess. We don't really know what we're gonna find, what we're gonna do. Furthermore, the game isn't all that hand-holdy, even though you get some, locations to explore. Sometimes you actually need to, read the hints that are given to you and figure out yourself where you need to go and what you need to do. And when this actually works out, you feel very rewarded. You feel very smart that you figured out where to go and what to do. There are also additional sources of tension when it comes to exploration. For instance, later on into the game, you will start to encounter dangers as you, try to find your locations, trying to find your clues. And that makes you want to prepare before actually going on and adventuring, basically. And also, in terms of story, the games give you some sort of time pressure. You feel that you need to explore fairly fast. I did talk a bit about time pressure in my earlier video, and I presented it in a negative light. However, I feel that time pressure works fairly well in Subnautica because there aren't really any side stories to explore. I realized that could be seen as a negative, so maybe we should just move on to the second pro. Pro number 2, aesthetics. This game is a joy to behold and it's a joy to listen to. The color palette is very colorful and very pleasing to the eye, but the game can also present, deep caverns that make you very uneasy. And similarly with the soundtrack is excellent, and the general ambience of the ocean really makes you feel that you are, in an ocean. Pro number 3, and this is kind of related to my earlier point. You feel that you really don't belong on this planet. You are adapting to be sure, but you're not from here. This planet contains a huge ecosystem that you're not a part of. And sometimes this ecosystem will reject you quite violently at that. And that is fairly immersive, I would say. Part number 4. This game is very easy to learn and pick up. The pacing is really well done. They don't introduce that many game mechanics early on, and the UI is very minimalistic and easy to navigate. So pro number 5, progression. So as you explore and progress into the game, you get more and more things to do and more things to build and upgrade. And the game keeps, throwing you new goals to achieve in terms of building. And it does so at a very decent pace, as I just said, so you don't really feel overwhelmed. In fact, you feel more invigorated and motivated more than anything else. Pro number 6. There's a lot of them. The game has a lot of room for creativity. There's an entire base building system that you can play around with should you want it. I'm not much of a base builder myself. I tend to make things inefficient and very stupid. But the option is there should you want it. And thus we arrive at the first and only con I have for Subnautica, and this one is related to exploration. So you get these landmarks, right, that you have to find, and when you get there you often have to find clues, hints, something, often in the form of journal entries. These can sometimes be hard to find, and you need to find each and every one of them in order to unlock the next part of the story. If you don't find all of these, you get the sense of being lost, of not really knowing what to do. And it can even get so bad that you have to look up a guide or something online in order to progress. And this is fairly frustrating, I must admit. The last talking point I have in regards to Subnautica is a neutral one. It's not a pro, nor is it a con. And that is resource grinding. And later on into the game, you often have to find many resources in order to build what you need to progress or upgrade what you already have. And this makes you go out into the ocean grinding resources for an extended period of time. This could, of course, be seen as annoying. However, when you're looking for very rare resources, you often have to prepare before, going out and gathering, because the resources are in places that are hard to reach or whatever. And this preparation creates some sort of excitement. You feel that you're going out on an adventure or something. And this could be seen as fun. So I guess depending on who you are, the resource grinding towards the end of the game could be seen as either annoying or exciting. So in closing, I really like Subnautica, and I didn't expect to play this game ever, basically. The reason why I picked it up in the first place is because viewers suggested it to me, and I couldn't be more grateful to them for suggesting this game. I had an amazing experience playing this game, and now I'm dying to play the second one. I truly recommend this game to just about anyone. If you believe this game to be, a Minecraft underwater, like I did, that couldn't be further from the truth. So I actually suggest, giving this game a shot, because it's really fun. And I think that's it for this video. I hope to see you live in my Twitch channel, which you can access from the description, or perhaps the next YouTube video. So until then, have a great one.